Strength is not born in comfort. It is forged in betrayal, in rejection, in nights where no one comes to save you. The strongest version of yourself will never emerge from ease. It rises from fire. You must understand this. Life does not reward the kind. It rewards the relentless. The world does not bend for the good. It bends for the unbreakable. And if you want to ascend, you must stop asking for fairness, because fairness is an illusion whispered to keep men obedient. The truth: nobody cares about your struggles. Nobody will hand you power. If you are not willing to become ruthless with your time, your energy, and your focus, then you are willingly choosing weakness. The first step is brutal acceptance. No one is coming. The second step is savage responsibility. Everything is on you. This is the foundation. Without it, every rule that follows will collapse. If you can't stomach this, leave now. If you can, then comment below with this creed: no one saves me. I save myself. Because this is where your transformation begins, not with hope, not with mercy, but with ruthless clarity. In a world where weakness is exploited and power is the only true currency, Niccolo Machiavelli's wisdom remains as sharp and relevant as ever. To rise above mediocrity, to become the strongest version of yourself, you must embrace rules that are not gentle, but ruthless. These are not lessons for the faint-hearted. They are laws for those who dare to conquer, to command respect, and to shape their destiny with an iron will. Today, on Machiavelli's Code, we uncover 8 ruthless rules that will transform you into a force to be reckoned with. If you're ready to master the art of power, control, and unshakable strength, make sure you subscribe to Machiavelli's Code, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell, because knowledge without action is wasted power. 1. Discipline is freedom. Every man speaks of freedom. Few ever touch it. Most believe freedom means doing whatever they want, whenever they want. But that isn't freedom. It's slavery. Slavery to weakness. Slavery to impulse. Slavery to every fleeting desire that owns you instead of you owning it. Real freedom is when you command yourself, when your body listens to your mind, when your habits bow to your vision, when your time bends to your will. That is freedom. And the price of that freedom is discipline. Discipline is the blueprint of strength. It is the silent promise you make to yourself every morning. The unbreakable deal that says, no matter how I feel, I will act. No matter the excuse, I will rise. Motivation is fragile, fleeting, temporary. But discipline, that is permanent. Discipline turns men into weapons. It is discipline that shapes greatness. It sharpens your mind like a blade. It forges your body into armor. It hardens your spirit against chaos. It is not punishment. It is power. The kind of power that makes you steady when others crumble, calm when others panic, unshaken when the world shakes. Every warrior, every philosopher, every leader who carved their name into history stood on the same foundation: discipline. And now it's your turn. Write these words. Speak them out loud. Make them your oath. Discipline is my freedom. Say it. Live it. Because the day you master yourself, no man, no enemy, no circumstance will ever master you again. 2. Build relentless focus. Power doesn't disappear. It scatters when the mind scatters. Weak men don't fail because they lack intelligence. They fail because they chase everything and master nothing. The strongest version of yourself is not the man who does it all. It's the man who chooses one mission, one path, and pours every ounce of energy into it, until the world has no choice but to notice. Focus is the amplifier of strength. It turns your knowledge, your discipline, your willpower into a laser that slices through every distraction. Guard your focus the way you would guard your life, because in truth, it is your life. Whatever owns your attention owns you. Do not let noise, shallow pleasures, or the endless chatter of other people fracture your mind. Every second wasted on things that don't build you is a second stolen from the man you were born to become. Cut away the meaningless. Fix your eyes forward, and burn yourself into the work that matters. Focus transforms effort into results, potential into legacy. It creates momentum so fierce that resistance collapses before it. And once you've tasted the clarity of relentless focus, life feels sharper, cleaner, conquerable. So make this your oath. Comment it. Live it. My focus is my fortress. Because when your mind is fortified by purpose, no distraction, no temptation, no weakness can break through it. Protect your focus. Feed it. Relentlessly guard it. For in focus, you will discover the raw power to become unstoppable. 3. Forge unshakable resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding pain. It's about rising every single time it hits you. No matter how strong you think you are, life will test you. Storms will strike. Obstacles will block your path. Setbacks will come uninvited. But the strongest version of you does not shatter. He adapts. He endures. He pushes through. Resilience is the armor of the mind and the steel of the spirit. It is the unshakable voice inside that declares, I will not stop here. Remember this. Greatness is never forged in comfort. Diamonds form under pressure. Mountains rise through collisions. And so must you. Every failure you face is not punishment. It's training. Every difficulty is resistance for your soul. Don't fear the struggle. Embrace it, because the challenges you endure are shaping you into a man who cannot be broken. When the world expects you to collapse, stand tall. When fear whispers retreat, step forward. Resilience turns your scars into strength and your setbacks into fuel. It is not weakness. It is invincibility. Your strength is not measured by how you live when life is easy. It is measured by how you rise when life is brutal. And when others look at you, let them see a man who does not bend, who does not break, who only grows sharper with every trial. So make this your creed. Comment it. Own it. I rise through every storm. Say it. Believe it. Live it. Because resilience is not just surviving, it's thriving, it's evolving, it's walking through fire and coming out untouched. 4. Master the power of consistency. Consistency is the quiet force that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Talent without consistency is wasted. Ambition without consistency is just a fading spark. But consistency, daily, disciplined, relentless consistency, is what transforms a man into a monument. Think of water cutting through stone. It doesn't win by force. It doesn't win by speed. It wins by persistence. Small, intentional actions, repeated over time, carve destiny into reality. The world respects the man who shows up again and again, long after excitement fades, long after applause dies, long after everyone else has quit. Consistency isn't glamorous. It's invisible. It's waking before dawn when nobody is watching. It's training your body, your mind, and your craft with devotion, even when no reward is in sight. The strongest version of you is not built in bursts of passion. It's built in the grind of discipline, in the days when no one notices but you keep showing up anyway. Consistency breeds momentum. Momentum breeds inevitability. And once you commit fully, progress compounds, growth multiplies, and your presence becomes undeniable. Understand this. Greatness is never one moment. It's the echo of countless disciplined days stacked on top of each other. Do not underestimate steady effort. The man who is consistent cannot be stopped. No single failure, no single setback, no single bad day can erase the mountain of progress he has built. This is why consistency is the ultimate weapon. It makes success not a matter of if, but a matter of when. Choose your path, define your standard, and honor it every single day without excuse. This is how legacies are built, one day at a time, without fail. Remember, consistency is not perfection. It is persistence. You will stumble, but you continue. You will face resistance, but you endure. Even when progress feels invisible, every time you show up, you plant seeds beneath the soil, seeds that will one day break through with unstoppable force. Consistency transforms habits. Habits shape identity, and identity forges destiny. What you repeat, you become. And when you repeat strength, discipline, and focus, you become unstoppable. This is why consistency is the great equalizer. It doesn't care about talent. It doesn't care about background. It doesn't care about luck. It rewards only the relentless. And if you stay relentless, step by step, you will reach places others only dream about. Every single day you remain consistent. You declare to the world, I will not be moved. I will not be stopped. My destiny is inevitable. So make this your commandment. Comment it. Live it. Consistency makes me unstoppable. Because when you carry that truth inside you, success is no longer a question of if. It becomes only a matter of when. 5. Strength through solitude. On the path to becoming the strongest version of yourself, you will uncover a truth most men run from. Solitude is power. Many fear silence. They fill their lives with noise, distractions, and constant company. But solitude is not emptiness. It is the crucible where clarity is born. The man who fears being alone has not yet met himself. The man who embraces solitude finds strength no crowd can ever give. Because when you are alone, all the masks fall away. There is no one to impress, no one to validate you, no one to carry your weight. There is only you, and that is where true power begins. Solitude strips you down to your essence. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, sharpen your thoughts, and face the man in the mirror without excuse. History proves this truth. Warriors forged their resolve in solitude. Philosophers shaped their wisdom in solitude. Leaders envisioned their empires in solitude. Every great man withdrew from the noise so that he could return sharper, stronger, unshakable. Solitude builds self-reliance. It reveals your true values. It creates an inner fortress that no betrayal, no rejection, no storm can breach. A man who is strong in solitude becomes unbreakable because his strength no longer depends on anyone else. The world respects the man who does not cling, who does not beg for attention, who does not fear being misunderstood. Such a man radiates presence because his power is rooted within, not borrowed from the crowd. Do not mistake solitude for isolation. Solitude is not about cutting yourself off from life. It is about preparing yourself for life. When you stand strong in silence, you return to the world with calm, with authority, with certainty. A man anchored in solitude becomes immune to chaos. He builds, he trains, he creates, he prepares, while the world distracts itself. And when his time comes, he steps forward, not seeking validation, but commanding it without asking. Make solitude your ally, not your enemy. Learn to enjoy your own company. Learn to thrive in your own silence, because the man who can stand strong alone can stand anywhere. So make this your oath. Comment it. Live it. Solitude is my power. Say it with conviction. Write it as your truth. Because the man who conquers solitude conquers himself, and the man who conquers himself cannot be conquered by anything. 6. Command your energy. Energy is life. It is the invisible currency that decides everything you can and cannot do. You may have strength, you may have vision, you may even have ambition. But without mastery of your energy, all of it scatters into nothing. The man who wastes his energy is the man who wastes his life. Here's the truth. The strongest version of you is not the one with endless reserves. It's the one who knows exactly where to place them. Commanding your energy begins with awareness. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak, every action you take, either fuels your power or drains it. Most men bleed energy without even noticing, scrolling endlessly, drowning in distractions, arguing over nonsense, throwing their vitality away on gossip and empty pursuits. But the man who masters his energy becomes a force of nature. He channels it with precision. He knows what builds him and what breaks him. He invests his energy into his body, into his craft, into his mission, and he refuses to waste it on anything unworthy. Energy is focus. Energy is time. Energy is presence. Guard it like you would guard your life. The key is not to do more, but to do less, with greater intensity. Eliminate what drains you. Double down on what empowers you. Sleep with intention. Train with intensity. Work with clarity. Speak only when it matters. Move only with purpose. Do this, and you will build an energy field so magnetic that people will feel it the moment you walk into the room. Because energy is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, spiritual. Keep your emotional energy clean. Don't dwell on resentment. Don't feed self-pity. Keep your mental energy sharp. Feed your mind with knowledge, not noise. Keep your spiritual energy strong. Align your actions with your highest values. When all these energies align, you become unstoppable. A man with commanding energy doesn't have to beg for respect. His presence demands it. People may not understand it, but they feel it. This is why you must become ruthless with your energy. Guard your mornings like sacred ground. Protect your attention from the poison of endless distractions. Surround yourself with people who fuel your fire, not those who dim it. Remember this: the greatest warriors weren't always the most skilled. They were the most energized, the most focused, the most alive in their purpose. Energy is the multiplier of everything you are. With it, you can endure. With it, you can create. With it, you can lead, inspire, and conquer. Without it, even the greatest vision dies in silence. So etch this into your code. Do not waste your fire. Do not let your vitality be stolen by trivialities. Channel it, guard it, command it, because the man who commands his energy commands his destiny. So make this your oath. Comment it. Live it. My energy obeys my purpose. Say it with conviction. Live by it, and watch as your life bends to your will. 7. Build an unshakable mind. The true battlefield of power, of strength, of destiny, has always been the mind. Muscles fade, fortunes rise and fall, circumstances shift like sand. But the mind, fortified, sharpened, unyielding, remains the throne upon which all power sits. To build the strongest version of yourself, you must forge an unshakable mind. Not the mind that bends under pressure, not the mind that collapses in fear or drowns in doubt, but the mind that stands like a fortress, disciplined, immovable, unbreakable. An unshakable mind begins with clarity, Clarity of who you are, clarity of what you value, clarity of where you are going. Without clarity, the mind drifts like a leaf in the wind. With clarity, it cuts through the fog like a blade. Train your mind to dismiss noise, to rise above petty distractions, to remain locked on the horizon of your mission. Every single day, the world will try to steal your attention, tempting you into weakness, dragging you into chaos. But you are not common. You guard your mind like a king guards his kingdom, allowing in only what builds strength, sharpens wisdom, fuels your fire. Understand this: thoughts are seeds. Plant weakness, weakness grows. Plant strength, strength rises. Fear, envy, comparison, these are thieves. Do not feed them. Instead, feed your mind with resilience, with gratitude, with vision, with strategy. Command your inner dialogue with precision. Never speak to yourself as a victim, only as a victor. When doubt arises, turn it into resolve. When fear knocks, answer it with preparation. When chaos strikes, respond with calm control. The unshakable mind does not panic. It calculates. It does not complain. It adapts. It does not crumble. It endures. Strength of mind is not denying emotion. It is mastering it. Anger can become fire that fuels your action. Fear can become awareness that sharpens your instincts. Pain can become wisdom that carves your path. Every emotion is energy, and the unshakable mind bends that energy into power. This is why great warriors, leaders, and thinkers always mastered their own minds first, because once you command the inner battlefield, you command everything else. To build this strength, you must train daily. Step into discomfort, endure, study wisdom and strategy, reflect in solitude, meditate on your path, sharpen your concentration through discipline, and above all, test yourself. The unshakable mind is not built in comfort. It is forged in trials, in pressure, in fire, and soon, nothing external can shake you. Storms rage, people break, chaos spreads, yet you remain calm, eyes forward, spirit steady, mind untouchable. That is the mark of the unshakable man. That is the mind that bends fate itself. And when you embody this, others will look to you for strength, because they will feel your certainty, your presence, your command. This is the mind that cannot be rattled, the mind that cannot be broken, the mind that cannot be defeated. So etch this declaration into your being, comment it below, say it with conviction. My mind is my fortress, not as a wish, not as a hope, but as a law, as identity, as truth. Because once you believe it, once you live it, you will carry within you a fortress no enemy can breach, no setback can topple, no storm can destroy. Build this mind, and you will hold the ultimate key to becoming the strongest version of yourself. 8. Forge the body into a weapon. The mind commands, but the body executes. A sharp mind trapped in a weak body is like a king locked in chains, his vision vast, but his reach crippled. To become the strongest version of yourself, you must forge your body into a weapon, precise, powerful, disciplined, unyielding. This is not about vanity. It's about function, control, presence. A man whose body radiates strength commands a room without a single word. His posture speaks resilience. His stride speaks certainty. His frame tells the world, this man is not to be trifled with. True physical strength isn't just muscle. It's stamina. It's endurance. It's vitality. It's training your body until it obeys your will without hesitation. When you master your body, You don't just build strength, you build confidence. Because every day you prove to yourself that you can go further than yesterday. Your workouts become ritual, your sweat becomes sacrifice, your discipline becomes testimony. Every rep, every step, every drop of sweat whispers the same truth. I am rising. Train with intensity. Eat with purpose. Rest with strategy. Every choice either sharpens the weapon or dulls it. Think of the warriors of the past, the samurai, the legionnaires, the gladiators. They didn't train for aesthetics. They trained for survival, for dominance, for readiness. That must be your mindset. Train not for looks, but for life. Train so you can endure the struggle. Protect what is yours. Pour endless energy into your mission, because a strong body feeds a strong spirit. And when your spirit is strong, you are unstoppable. Neglect this truth, and weakness in the body will bleed into weakness in the mind. But master it, and you become whole. Understand, training is not punishment, it's privilege. The weight, the burn, the fatigue, you begin to crave them, because you know each ounce of effort is forging you into someone untouchable, someone sovereign, a man whose body is armor, a man whose very presence is command. This is not about competing with others. This is about mastery of yourself. Beat yesterday's you, lift more, run further, endure longer, not because you must, but because you can. A forged body fuels a forged mind. Together, they create the man who is unshakable, unstoppable, undeniable. So carve this declaration into your path. Comment it below. Say it with conviction. My body is my weapon, not metaphor, not theory. Reality. Live it. Embody it. Because the man who forges his body into a weapon becomes sovereign over himself, and sovereign men are the ones who shape the world. Power is not given, it is taken, and the moment you hesitate, someone stronger will seize it from you. Remember, Machiavelli never spoke of kindness as a weapon, but of strategy, discipline, and ruthless precision. If you live by these 8 rules, you won't just survive, you will dominate. This is Machiavelli's code. If these truths sparked something inside you, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment with the rule that struck you the most, and share this with those who seek strength but lack direction. Until next time, stay ruthless, stay unshakable, and above all, never let them see you weak.